That brings us to marketing. At its core, it is satisfying customers' needs and wants. It is a simple and elegant concept, and the company that can do the best job of accomplishing that will get those customers. Typically, there are many companies competing for these customers, so a company has to deliver better than its competitors. And that's also where marketing research comes in. Today, research has to be very precise to assess exactly what customers need and want. American Marketing Association's definition builds on the core of the marketing concept to state that marketing is the activity, set of institutions, and processes for creating, communicating, delivering, and exchanging offerings that have value for customers, clients, partners, and society at large. Marketing management philosophies. Over the years, the predominant marketing philosophies have also evolved. There are 4 such philosophies: the production philosophy, the sales philosophy, the marketing philosophy, and the societal philosophy. Some authors also talk about the product philosophy, so we will discuss that too here briefly. Let's go over them one by one. Production philosophy. Let's take the example of Model T again. Ford was focused on its internal capabilities, production, to deliver an affordable car. And the fact that price was the dominant criteria for the customers implied that it did not have to worry about the exact needs and wants of the market. So, Ford focused on delivering a low-priced car. The thinking was simple. Ford could decrease its cost, and therefore the price to its customers, by offering 1, no frills, and 2, no customization. Avoiding options reduced costs, and avoiding customization meant that they could produce more of the same car, and doing so resulted in economies of scale, which further reduced the cost. And as more people bought it, Ford would produce more, which would lower the costs further. This is the essence of the production philosophy. But it only works if cost or price is an overriding criteria, and when demand exceeds supply, and when customers are not as picky. These conditions rarely exist today for any of the products, so this philosophy is not widely practiced. A related approach is the product philosophy. Here, the thinking is that customers will buy the best quality product. But this falls into the better mousetrap fallacy. Again, while some of you may feel that quality is the overriding criteria, take a closer look and see how many of your purchases are truly the best quality products. So, adding quality and high-end features is often not the complete solution. This was followed by the sales philosophy. The basic premise was that if companies employ aggressive selling, they can push products to the customers. The sales philosophy is less focused on customers' needs and wants. Let's do our quick exercise again. How many times did you buy a product that was pushed on you through aggressive selling? You can probably list a few times. Even then, it probably did not leave you with a good feeling, and you almost certainly vowed never to buy that product or buy from that retailer again. So, it is easy to see that this is not a good long-term strategy. Companies following this strategy are going to leave their customers unsatisfied, and they are unlikely to come back. To be fair, sales has its place in marketing, but an over-reliance on sales is not effective. This leads us to the marketing philosophy. As discussed earlier, the core of the marketing philosophy is satisfying customers' needs and wants. So, conceptually, marketing should start with assessing customers' needs and wants. Everything else that a company does follows from that and leads to American Marketing Association's definition of marketing as the set of activities, institutions, and processes for creating, communicating, delivering, and exchanging offerings that have value for customers. This is the predominant philosophy for most of the leading firms today. And if companies were to follow this philosophy, if they were to be market-oriented and do a good job of delivering what their customers value, it'll lead to satisfied customers who are likely to come back for repeat business. And, interestingly, If companies are able to deliver what their customers want, there is no need to push the products. In other words, following marketing philosophy should make aggressive selling redundant. The goods should sell on their own because customers want them. Let's go into a bit more detail here. While on paper this seems straightforward, things do get somewhat complicated. Typically, in any developed market, there are several companies competing for the same customers. So, it's the company that best meets the needs of the market that will have the most success. So, the first step is to identify customers and assess what they want. Everything else follows from that. Companies then need to deliver the products customers want, promote through channels that reach their customers, sell through outlets that are most appropriate for them, and price them at levels that are most appealing to them. In discussing this, you have already seen a glimpse of marketing research, segmentation and target markets, and the 4 Ps of marketing. We will be discussing these in a lot more detail in later modules. But for now, we move from marketing philosophy to societal philosophy. As much as the marketing philosophy focuses on the customer's needs and wants, it can be somewhat short-sighted for a variety of reasons. Customers may not be the best judge of long-term implications. What appeals to customers may not be good for the society as a whole, and customers' choices may be damaging to the environment. So, the societal philosophy goes beyond marketing philosophy to satisfy customers' needs and wants, and also preserve or enhance individuals' and society's long-term interests. AMA has incorporated this element by using the words value for society at large at the end of its definition for marketing. Thus, if companies were to follow this philosophy, it could be argued they would be hesitant to market some fast food because it is not in customers' long-term interest and is harmful to their health, cigarettes because even secondhand smoke can cause lung cancer, which is harmful and expensive for the society, and would reduce packaging materials because they are depleting natural resources and adding to landfills. More and more companies are embracing societal philosophy because they believe in it. But there is also evidence that consumers are demanding this and are willing to pay somewhat higher prices for green goods that are good for the environment. And in that respect, it is becoming more aligned with the marketing philosophy of satisfying customers' needs, which now includes a concern for the environment.